Let's now select, let's switch here to active system so we can see just water, and let's select all the profiles except for this one. So let's say that we would like to have different configurations in the same drawing. You can have that, no problem. So I will switch these ones to have in a different configuration that I would like to use for plotting. So I will use this configuration here. Okay, and this is the configuration that I like to use for plotting. Again, you see different data and different visual appearance. Okay, so to plot something, especially the profiles, you have to first split it in some parts that can fit on a paper. So if we go here to our catalog, catalog of printing frames, you will see the standard paper formats. So A paper formats, or which is more suitable for the plotting of the profiles, are the paper rolls. And here you can basically define just the height of the paper, and then the width of the paper will be basically adjusted by the width of the profile that you define later. And here you can also define the offsets, the margins, and so on. Okay. Also, you can go to the AutoCAD layouts. I will delete this layout number 2. Let's go here to layout number 1. This is not essential. You don't have to modify the layout, but I like to do it. So I like to put the paper in the AutoCAD layout that I will use for plotting. So let's go to edit of this layout. So page setup manager, and let's go to modify, and I will plot to PDF, but of course you can plot to your standard plotters. So I will use DWG to PDF, and the paper roll that I previously created will be this one. So roll 91.4 centimeters will be length, and the width, the height of the paper will be the height of A3 paper, so 29.7 centimeters. And because the configuration that I'm using is in centimeters, so 1000 to 100 in centimeters, I have to use here 1 to 0.1, which means that the scale will be 1 to 100. If you are using the profiles in millimeters, then you will leave it 1 to 1. So let's click OK, and let's click Close. So this will be my physical paper. Let's now go to Model. And like I said, first we need to create some helping frames. To do that, I will go to function Draw Frames. And here you can select which profiles you would like to draw these frames for. You can select all of them, but I will not select this in a different scale, because for that one, I would have to use different paper. So let's keep to this one that are drawn with the same configuration. And now from the catalog, I will select my standard paper roll with the height of 29.7. Okay. And now we have to calculate what is the maximum available space on a paper. So how to calculate this? It's not hard, but I will open the calculator so to show you. So we have 91.4, which is the total width of the paper. We have to eliminate the margins. So we have 2.5 on the left and 0.5 on the right, which is -3. Then also we have to, because this is how it's defined in the catalog, we have some offsets from the frames, 0.5 on the left, 0.5 on the right. So this is also -1. And also we have to reduce by the table header width, which is 10. So also -10, and it is 77.4. So here I will type 77.4. If you plan to use some title block as well, then also reduce by the width of the title block. And now we will use also drawing option automatic, a frame overlapping 1, or you can increase it to more. I will also have additional space above the maximum terrain height. I will set 3. And for the, I will use to draw this terrain elevation symbol. And let's now just click on draw. And the profiles are now splitted. You see these red frames, and they are drawn based on two criteria. One is the maximum available paper width, and the other one is the maximum available paper height. As you can see, the maximum available paper height is fixed, and you see that we have multiple of these red frames because the terrain is very steep. But here, where the terrain is pretty flat, you only go with one frame. Okay, and now we have to plot this to layout. So let's open the other function, which is frames to layout. Here again, we have to define which profiles we would like to draw. I will not select now all of them. I will select just, let's say, A1, H1, H2, H3, and H4, like that. And now, to what layout? It will be layout 1. A name will be layout name based on the profile name. Okay. And now you can draw each red frame in a separate layout. I don't like to use that. You can go to new layout for each long section. I like that option. And now you can plot all the frames of one profile to one layout, or you can limit the maximum width of the paper. I like to do that. So when we come to the end of the physical paper, we will go to a new layout. And what is the maximum width? So maximum width of the physical available space on the paper is 91.4 minus the margins, which is 3, and minus the offset from the left. So just 0.5. Why is that? Because we are searching for the insertion point where the first viewport will be inserted. So this is it. And also, if you have the title block, also reduce by the width of a title block. So 87.9 for my paper. So 87.9. That's it. Distance between the viewports, I will reduce it to 5. Distance between view and scale, I will reduce it to 2. Draw profile name, yes. Draw header next to each table, no. Draw common frame for all viewports, yes. And like I said, you can also draw a title block by selecting some block, or you can already have your block inserted to the original layout. And that's it. Create layouts, and our profiles are ready to be plotted to PDF directly from the layouts. So let's wait a few seconds, and that's it. This will be drawn, so H3 and H4. Let's close this and let's check it. So this is A1. Let's check A11 because it couldn't fit on just one paper. And then you have H1, H2, H3, and H4. And like I said, this is a viewport to your original model. So if something changes in your original profile, the layout will be updated automatically.